Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm showing you how I did one of my phone cases for my Decoden phone cases. So as you probably know from my Instagram, I was planning to do a tabling event at my school where like small business owners could have come and show off their stuff. It was supposed to be for Black History Month to showcase Black creators, so I decided to enter with my phone cases. So right now I'm just doing one of the phone cases for that particular event. This phone case I had for a while. It's an iPhone 8s. This was a case that I used probably a few times when I had my iPhone 8s before I got my new iPhone. So I decided to clean it off and revamp it. I thought, well, since it's blue anyways, why not make like a shiny blue and like a dark black theme with some sparkles and stuff. So that's what I did. So as you can see here, I'm piping out the outline of this phone case. I wasn't sure exactly what design I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to be blue themed, and I also wanted to add a pop of color. So I decided to add some yellow charms to it as well. As you can see on the other side, I have the charms ready, the type of charms I was thinking about doing at the time of making the phone case. And I even added like one or two more charms to that set once I actually saw them on the case and realized there's some gaps that needed to be filled. So this is just me just piping out the edges. I was being very careful at this point because I didn't want to smudge the phone case. Because I was recording on my phone, I had to do an impromptu setup and put my phone on top of a stand so that you could see me doing the case from above. So that was kind of hard to do. But once I figured out the setting and everything, I was able to record this video. Don't mind the cables at the side of my desk. I have really bad cable management, and I forgot to put away some of the cables. So don't mind the cables. So yeah, this is just me finishing up the border. So yeah. Okay, so now that I finished up with the border, I'm going to just do the inside of this case. What also inspired me to do this case is because I was very frustrated that weekend because I had some work that I needed to finish and I was struggling with one of the assignments. So I decided to just take a break and do phone cases. The reason why I started doing phone cases is because I saw people do like Decoden stuff online, and I thought it was really cool. And it's also a good way to practice like your piping, because it's kind of like piping a cake, even though it's a phone case, so it's like a smaller object to pipe, but it's still pretty fun to do. It's also very relaxing to me, especially if the design comes out exactly how I want it to be, which is really cool. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the event that I was planning to table it at. And at this point of the recording, I just finished tabling the event like the day before. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I do want to make a separate video about the tabling event. I also have some footage of me there setting up the booth. But basically it was kind of like a promotional thing to look at small Black creators on campus for Black History Month. So I decided to do some more phone cases for the event, and then I also made some artwork usually my artwork that features like a person of color or a Black person. Then I printed it out and then I showed them at the event so that it could take up some space on the table. It was overall a pretty nice event. I just wish that the tabling section lasted a bit more than an hour because it took a long time to prepare anyways. So it would have been nice if all the businesses could have stayed like a bit more. And because it was only an hour, I didn't really have time to like go to see the other businesses. So that was the only thing. But yeah, so enough about that. So my plans for these phone cases is of course to sell them. I was trying to set up an Etsy shop at first by the recommendation of my roommate. But when I set it up at Etsy and I posted a listing by accident because I wasn't ready to take orders yet. So I decided to take the listing down temporarily, just so that I could have time to set up, because setting up at Etsy is kind of time consuming and I'm busy, so I want to make sure I'm prepared in case an order comes in. I gave them my information to pay for the 20 cents listing, and for some reason Etsy suspended me. I don't know what I did to displease Etsy, and it's kind of hard to see whether what exactly I did wrong, because they didn't tell me on the email why I was suspended, and they told me how to appeal it, but it was very roundabout about how to appeal it. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to continue doing the Etsy thing. I might look into it eventually, because I can't buy anything from other sellers either with that account, because I'm suspended. But yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing the Etsy thing, but I am taking orders on my campus for anybody who is interested, because I felt like that would be a lot easier to handle, and I wouldn't have to do a lot of shipping when it comes to different things. So that's just me finishing up the phone case. That's how it looks after, and thank you guys for listening to my video.